From ABC News World Headquarters, this is ABC World News Tonight with David Muir.
Good evening, and we begin tonight with that mid-air scare, an emergency landing after a flight took off from Chicago's O'Hare Airport, a passenger losing consciousness. The pilots fearing there could be an issue with cabin pressure, declaring an emergency, descending fast, dropping, as I mentioned, 27,000 feet in just minutes. Tonight, the rattled passengers here and why pilots acted so quickly. ABC's Gio Benitez leading us off.
Tonight, a mid-air scare for 75 passengers. SkyWest Flight 5622 from Chicago to Hartford, Connecticut took off at 9:31 this morning. But just 40 minutes into the flight, with the plane at 37,000 feet, a passenger becomes ill. The pilot, concerned the illness could be due to a pressurization issue, took no chances, even though there were no cockpit warnings or oxygen mask dropping. He made a steep and fast descent, almost 27,000 feet in just 8 minutes. Passengers on board concerned, calling it a nosedive.
They asked us to tighten our seatbelts, and we basically nosedived until we leveled out at 10,000 feet, and that was pretty darn scary.
The Buffalo Airport ready for an emergency landing.
It's going to be gate number 4. Inbound flight, unknown medical problem.
Just the sense of not knowing what's going to happen to you. I don't even know what the feeling of, I can't even remember if I was flying forward or being pushed back.
A scare for passengers, but the pilot doing the right thing.
If a passenger gets sick and you suspect that one of the things that they need is oxygen and you don't have a bottle back there, the way to get that is to get the airplane physically down, which compresses more air in the cabin.
And tonight, that sick passenger was treated and released, and we're told everyone on board is safe, but we're learning the FAA will investigate this incident. David?
Gio Benitez, our thanks to you. In the meantime, another scare in the sky. Some frightening moments for passengers on board a Delta flight bound from Paris, headed to the U.S., hitting severe wind shear in the Northeast, unable to land at Newark or at JFK. Eventually forced to make an emergency landing in Boston. We've been told one person was injured.